Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello friends, in this time I will present about my future proposal, and the title is The Effectiveness of Using Rough Role Audience Format Topic, Strategy Toward Ability in Writing Analytical Exposition Text at the second year student senior high school. Background of the study. Writing is a crucial activity needed by students in learning language, and it is one of the projective language skills. Dealing with this, Hughes states that through writing, the students express their feelings, their hopes, dreams, and joys, as well as fears, angers, and frustration. According to the syllabus of English lesson for the second year student, the basic competence of writing English refers to the capability of students to express the meaning of monologue, text, or essays that use various written language accurately, fluently, and contextually in the form of text, such as report, narrative, and analytical exposition. Current of the citation above, it is clear that writing skills need many aspects that should be mastered by the student. Generally, the teacher explains the general structure of each text, the purpose of the text, and the language feature of the text. The aim is that the students know about the kind of text and its language features. However, based on the teacher's explanation, they found that most of students are not able to write. Most of students still face some problems and difficulties in writing, especially in writing analytical exposition text. Their writing ability is still very far from the expectation of the curriculum. It can be proved by the following symptoms. 1. Most of the students get difficulties to express their ideas in writing, especially in writing analytical exposition text. Most of the students are not able to write the organization of analytical exposition, thesis, argument, and reiteration correctly. Based on the facts above, it is necessary for language teachers to foster writing skill on their students, especially in writing analytical exposition text. It can be done by developing interesting strategy in teaching and learning process. One of the strategies that can be used in writing is rough strategy. Rough strategy is one of the strategies that can help students in writing analytical exposition text. Analytical exposition text is a text used to persuade readers by presenting arguments. Rough strategy will help students as writers to focus on what their writing is about. In addition, Wormeli states that the rough strategy teaches divergent thinking, students' choice, and complexity. The acronym RAF stands for Role, Audience, From, Topic. The problems. First, what is the effectiveness of using RAF, Role, Audience, From, Topic in writing analytical exposition text? Objective of the research to know the effectiveness in writing analytical exposition using RAF strategy. Significance of the research. A. This research will hopefully contribute the writer as a researcher in the term of learning research as a novice researcher. B. This research finding will also expect to give positive contribution related to the process of teaching and learning English, especially in writing at senior high school. The definition of the terms. First, rough strategy. Rough strategy is a writing strategy that stands for role, audience, form, topics. In this research, the rough strategy is used to help students at the second year of senior high school to consider about the role, audience, form, and topic in their writing. Second, writing. Writing is about expressing knowledge and makes the students express their knowledge as thoughtfully and clearly as they can. 3. Analytical exposition text. Analytical exposition text is a text that used to persuade by presenting arguments and to analyze or to explain the readers. Literature review. Writing ability. Composing for writing involves complex thinking that must integrate multiple components including the topic or theme, choice of words, organization, purpose, audience, clarity, sequence, question, and transcription. The purpose of writing. By knowing the purpose, students will be easy to decide the strategies to achieve good writing. The process of writing. Writing is not an easy job. Writing is a process to produce written text. The process of writing is called composing. The student should do the process to produce the product of writing. During the process, the student should do the right stage, start before writing until being finished. Writing an analytical exposition text. Analytical exposition text is a text used to analyze, to give information, to explain something, or to persuade by presenting arguments to the readers. The concept of rough strategy. Rough strategy is a strategy that can make students easier in writing. Dealing with this, what cited in Santa state that a rough strategy helps writers make this determination while they are drafting. The advantages of rough strategy. Using rough offers some advantages for the students as the writers plan their writing. First, it helps the student focus on what they will write, thinking about which variables are required and which variables are optional. Second, rough will help students to form ideas for their writing. Previous study. This research has relevance with the other researchers. Ekalisnia, who was the student of English Education Department of the University of Educational University of Indonesia, or UPI, conduct a research entitled The Effectiveness of Process Genre Approach to Teaching Writing. Analytical exposition generally became the target text in the research. Daisy Elmer at the National Writing Project Invitation Summer Institute 2010 did a research entitled Will the inclusion of creative writing activities help my student become better at literary analysis? In her research, she used rough where he changed the roles, audience, formats, and topic for students so that they could move beyond the drudgery of predictable writing formats. The researchers above are different from the research that will be conducted by the writer. The first research has the similarity in the use of text, analytical exposition text, but it has different method in teaching the text. The writer, as the researcher, will conduct a research about the effective using rough strategy toward writing analytical exposition text. Research method. The type of this research is an experimental research. The research will use quasi-experimental research designed with non-equivalent control group. In conducting experimental research, the writer will assign intact group the experimental and control treatments, using pre-test and post-test to both groups, conducting the experimental treatment activities with the experimental group only. In this research, the writer will use two classes. The first class will use as experimental class, which will teach rough writing strategy, and another will use as control class, which will teach without using a rough strategy. The research design experimental class sample pre-test, post-treatment, post-test. Control class sample pre-test, non-treatment, post-test. The time and location of the research. This research will conduct from 20 March 2020 to 19 May 2020. This research will conduct at the second year of senior high school. See subject and object of the research. First subject of the research. The subject of this research is second semester of the second year students of senior high school in academic year of 2019-2020. Object of the research. The object of this research is the effect of using rough strategy towards students' ability in writing analytical exposition text. The population and sample. The population of the research is all of the second year students of senior high school. The total population will 301. Sample. In this research, the writer used the clustering sample randomly based on group as the way to choose the sample of population. Technique of collecting data, writing test. In this research, the writer used test as the technique of collecting data. The test will the writing test. The teacher provides some topics, then the students will ask to write analytical exposition text based on the topic that they will choose. The test will give before and after the writer as the researcher. teaching the students by using rough strategy to the experimental class and without using rough strategy to the control class. Technique of data analysis. In analyzing data of this research, the writing will use the statistical calculation of simple regression formula. The regression formula will use in order to find out whether or not there is a significant effect of using rough strategy toward the student's ability in writing analytical exposition text. References: Jane B. Huge et al. Teaching ESL Composition Principle and Technique, London, Newbury House Publisher, 1983. Page 6, Alan Crawford. Teaching and Learning Strategies for the Thinking Classroom, New York, the International Debate Education Association 2005, page 129. Rick Wormeli, Summarization in Any Subject, Alexandria Association for Supervision and Curriculum Development. Ibit, Vicky Urquhart and Monet McClever, page 2003. Sudarwati and Audia Grace Look Ahead, Jakarta Erlangga 2007, page 116. Peter Westwood, What Teachers Need to Know About Writing and Reading Difficulties, Australia, Asser Press, 2008, page 56. Okay, friends, that's all about my presentation about my future proposal. Thank you very much for your nice attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.